What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video with your boy, Thick F30. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about the tune that I'm currently running. Now, you guys know I did a couple of videos on the F80 Paul tune, the Kerry Jordan tune, and a bunch of OTS map tunes. Well, we're gonna talk a little bit about the tune that I'm running right now and why. And then also I'm gonna show you guys the Burble settings that I currently have my car on, because I just think that they're perfect. And it took me a long time to find the right Burble settings. First, we're gonna grab some coffee real quick, you guys, and then also I'm going to stop at a car show and we're gonna resume this video. If you guys aren't interested in watching any of the car show footage, here's the timestamp that you wanna jump to. That will start the video talking about the tune. Thank you guys so much for watching and enjoy today's video. Secure the bag. I think we're ready for a show. The things that people say on YouTube are, I had a guy comment on one of my videos saying that I was financially irresponsible for buying Starbucks. I mean, come on, financially irresponsible. Like, you got all of that based on Starbucks? I mean, for whatever reason, he needed to tell me that I'm financially irresponsible for buying Starbucks every day. First of all, it's just coffee, man. It's not that big of a deal. Second of all, if I couldn't afford coffee every day, I don't think I would be buying it. It's not like a credit card. I'm like putting myself in debt. I mean, if this is what financially irresponsible is, dude, then I am financially irresponsible. I just love coffee. But real talk, you guys, like, yeah, $5 for a nitro cold brew every day is probably a little bit of money. I wouldn't go as far as to say is financially irresponsible. Maybe if you can't afford it. I give myself an allowance every month. I basically load my Starbucks card up with like $150 and I can't spend more than that per month, which is like $5 a day-ish. And I think in life, it's important to just, you can have a vice or two. You know what I mean? Like, if coffee is my bad vice, dude, and like I want to spend my $150 per month on that, I really don't think it's that big of a deal. Anyways, I think I'll be okay financially to have my Starbucks every day. But hey, man, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. I get it. All right, so we're gonna head over to this car show. It's called Caffeine and Horsepower. I haven't been there in a minute. It's an awesome show, and with everything going on, we just hit phase 2.5, I believe it is, where we can actually have events and like a little more people around each other as long as you're safe social distancing. This car show, like 99% of the time, just slaps. Like, all the dope cars come out. A lot of my good friends are there. And then there's a little spot near that show where I can kind of film the rest of this video. And I just want to talk to you guys about the tune that I'm currently running and my Burble setup, because I think I really dialed it in. And I think that this tune's awesome, dude. It's really good for every style of usage. Like, if I want to hammer the car and go fast, it's great for that. If I want to get on the dyno, put down some good numbers, it's great for that. And if I just want to like putz around the city, it's good for that too. And that's why it's important to talk about this tune and why I'm not running the other tunes and kind of get into all of it. And I think that if you guys are considering going custom tuned or OTS, this video is going to help you out. Those valves open. It's that time. I've really enjoyed having this P3 gauge here. It's so sleek, man. Like, this gauge is just sexy, dude. The only bummer is when I broke that little vent. Little did I know, you have to buy the whole assembly. So it's like $60 to replace I just need this little vent. But it's like $60 because you have to buy the whole thing. Dude, F in the chat. I took an L on that one, you guys. So I'm just rolling with it as is. You can hardly even tell it's broken. But I gotta be dead honest, this gauge is it's sick. I love it. I have it on the speed right now. I've been using it on boost mostly, just to kind of see where the car is at, like on different tunes as far as what boost it's pushing. We've made so many big gains on this interior with the wheel and the seats and everything. It's like a totally different car. Some of you guys recently have been commenting on the videos saying that I should put the M4 back seats in the car, which is cool. I probably would do that if I was keeping the back seats in my car. I'm taking them out. I'm definitely taking out these back seats, and I'm definitely doing a cage. There is a company called, oh, I forget the name. It's like PS Designs. It's definitely not in this country, and they make custom roll cages. But the reason that I really like their roll cages for this car is because the welds are a lot different than like what everyone else does. I'm not gonna name the companies. You guys know the companies that do all the roll cages in this industry, but this company is different. And the way that they do their welds are way, way more sleek. They look more like the OEM GTS welds on like the M4 GTS, same kind of welds. And they also do custom rear seat deletes with Alcantara. So it's got like an Alcantara covering, and it fits my exact car, works with my cage, and it covers up the rear seat delete so you don't have that like booty looking empty space back there. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. It's a little pricey, not gonna lie, a little bit pricey, but I think that it's gonna be worth it. There's like a million people here. I'm just gonna get out and do my thing. Old school Porsche gang. The gang I wanna join. Fresh Kicks, where you at? Saw dude. RS7? Okay. Oof. This color's sick. It's like a Nardo with blue in it. It's a wild color. 240Z. Old school boys, where you at? Fire, dude. Imagine this wheel in the M2. Now this is what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's go, dude. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna happen. You know they only make the GT4 in manual? That's so badass. That's how you know it's a driver's car. Blue with the gold. It's fire. And they actually make higher risers for this wing, so it looks way more badass. Sheesh. Super sick. The GT3 is just like a whole nother level with that roll cage. This is fire. White on black. I like these. The hatchback is dope. Not a huge fan of the Alfa Romeos, but this color, it's like a British racing green. It's kind of hard to tell. There you go. You can kind of see it. It's such a dope ass color. Maserati, dude. These things are kind of piles of shit. You can get a Ghibli for like dirt cheap right now, dude. These cars are just not, they do not hold their value. Sound pretty cool. That's about it. Another GT3, murdered out. 911 Turbo S. Check out that freaking track car over there. Get the shot, dude. Get the shot. How you doing, dude? Dude, this thing's like full-on track mode. Mr. Denny Prime. This Supra. It's got the blue wheels, man. This thing's just wild. He wasn't afraid to do something different, that's for sure. It's pretty wicked. I want to do a video on this car. Of course, Hector. Always showing up for the Z-Boys. Representing hard. Every time I see this guy, he's doing something new to the car. Like, he just never runs out of stuff to do to his car. Real Honda NSX, right-hand drive. Oh, dude. Cool that it's right-hand drive, but bruh. What's he doing with that thing? Here's this purple Heritage Edition again, this M4. Like, you gotta see it in person, it's wild. Ballsy with the white interior. Looks so good. It's crazy. Crazy setup. I wonder what that paint option costs. Individual like that? Lambo gang. I feel like Lambos are everywhere around here. Dude, I'm about to roll up. I'm about to roll up. Imagine like picking up your Bumble date in this thing. Hey, what's up, babe? Hop in. We're going to Chick-fil-A. Is that a Tome fucker? God damn. That motherfucker's huge. The double mineral gray M2 gang. Double up. Oh shit. Is that individual? Fire. Oh, I miss a red car. I feel like a red car is in my future. Red slaps if you do it right. Hits diff. 1 Series? Vert? Something different, right? 135? Check it out. I'm gonna become one of those van bloggers that move into their van and just live in a van with my 2 cats in here. Not a whole lot of room. I wanna take one of these. I think this is a 2002, isn't it? I wanna take one of these and put an S65 in it. Or even better, an S58. S58 swap a 2002. Old school, bro, I love it. Oh, I fucking love it. This thing's sick, dude. Imagine this car with an S58. It's wild. Everyone watch out. Mustangs leaving car shows. You know what happens. If you ever have the urge to just like send it out of a car show, just don't. Just don't, dude. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But we're gonna film this just in case. There's also a cop over there, so he probably won't do anything crazy. M5. Jesus, that M5 is loud. All right, dude. Send it. Way too many burbles on that M5, my God. Car show was sick. Lots of people at that show. And also met some great people too. Just a couple of quick conversations with some good people. I'm kind of hungry. Want to get some breakfast, brunch, whatever you want to call it. But there's this place that makes crepes near my house called Hazelnut. It's the bomb. Probably not the best for you, but it's really good. I don't know if it's the most financially responsible thing to get myself a crepe, but we're gonna do it anyways because we just live on the freaking edge, bro. So that M5 that was in front of us, maybe 20, 30 Burble pops in his tune. Bro, it's too much. It's too much. Like, I used to think Burbles were cool. Go to my 328, my F30 videos. I used to think having mad Burbles was tight because it was different and new for the car. It's not tight. It's obnoxious and sounds ridiculous. I literally get 1, maybe 2 pops. Mostly just 1 pop. That's it. In my opinion, man, you can overdo it big time with Burbles if you're not careful. See, it didn't even do it that time. There, bum bum, that's it. So it's like 1 Burble and then like a tiny little mini Burble right after it. Here. Pop, pop. That's it. That's all I got. It doesn't sound super obnoxious and silly. The car just sounds so healthy. A lot of people have Burble tunes that are just like ridiculous, where it's like clock, 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 clock. In my opinion, dude, that's the way to go with Burbles. Like, you're just not completely obnoxiously letting the world know that you have a Burble tune. It's like, dude, we get it. You have a Burble tune. You don't need to be cracking all the time. When you do just like the OTS Stage 2 map with the Burbles that come with that map, it's ridiculous. Like, it's obnoxious as heck, dude. It's just constant Burbles. Hot boy BMW drivers, their Burbles just go forever. It just sounds so like cheesy. So that's currently what I'm rocking with the Burbles. It's super refined. I think it's a little bit more mature sounding. It's not like ridiculous and over the top and like begging for attention. It's just very low key. 1 crack, so I didn't get rid of the Burbles like entirely. It just gives me 1 little mini crack to know that it's still there. But it sounds really good. It just sounds like super clean. Let me get some breakfast and then we'll talk about the tune I'm running. You guys are gonna want to stick around for that one. It's a little spicy. Toyota. That's wicked, bro. Yes, sir. This is why we're here. This is why we're here. So if you guys are in the area, hit up Hazelnuts. This place is amazing. You already know I'm gonna park super far away. All the way back. Are you a vlogger, bro? All right, so I'm gonna show you guys what I got. This place is legit. So if you're in South Charlotte, near Blakeney, come to Hazelnuts Creperie. I got a coffee, obviously. So this is the Santorini crepe. Look, it looks like just a big omelet almost. And it's super good. It's got like feta cheese in it, spinach, tomatoes, egg, and mushrooms, I believe. They also have like dessert style crepes, like Nutella and like banana and stuff like that. It's good. All right. Oh my God, so good. Smashed, dude. Snack over there, little dessert. So good, man. I've had 5 or 6 crepes from there so far, all different ones, and they're amazing. The dessert ones are literally desserts, so if you're gonna order that, it's not really like a sustainable meal, but they're really good. Before we get into the discussion on the tune, I'm gonna give you guys some basic revs so you can kind of hear some of the burbles. I know you heard it when I was driving, but I want to show you like how minimal it is and what it actually sounds like with just like revving. So I'm in Sport Plus, obviously neutral, and I'm gonna put the camera behind the car and give you guys some revs. All right, so yeah, dude, it sounds it sounds wicked. It's just like one super gnarly crack, and that's it. That's all it is. But I just think it sounds, dude, I think it sounds so good like that. So I'm gonna put a screenshot up right here and show you guys my custom burbles, the exact way that I have it set up on my car and with this tune. And I just feel like it's the perfect combination, to be honest with you. It's not ridiculous. It doesn't burble a bunch of different times. It doesn't keep going. Relentless burbles, which just sounds, I don't know, it sounds super immature. I really like how this car, just all you hear is engine and then one crack, and that's it. It's just, it's all car. You don't get this like fake burble noise all the time that just continues to roll. So these are the settings that I use. If you guys are interested in a similar setup, this is how you want to set it up. Okay, on to the next portion, talking about the tune. And forgive me if it's a little bit, if you guys hear some wind. It's kind of windy out here today. But the tune that I'm currently running on this car, you guys, is not the Paul Johnson tune. It's not the Kerry Jordan tune. It is the Stage 2 OTS map by Boot Mode. John, why are you running an OTS map when you paid all this money to have these custom tunes and you did all of these videos with custom tunes? I gotta be 100% straight up with you guys, because that's what this channel is all about and that's what I'm all about. When I was street driving, just like daily driving around the city in this car, which I daily drive this car right now, it's my only car, the car just didn't feel that great. There was a little bit of hesitation with acceleration. You know how you go from like Sport Plus to like comfort mode? There's that obvious hesitation in the throttle. It kind of felt like that. It kind of felt like the car, even in Sport Plus, just had this weird, like, jittery hesitation. I noticed this with both of my tunes. I want to be very clear with you guys. I'm not trying to throw shade on them at all. I'm just saying that some people have different goals when it comes to these tunes. And if you're going for a custom tune, you're probably more than likely looking for the most power out of your setup, which is where a custom tune makes sense. If you guys are looking for the most power out of the exact setup that you have, I think both of the tuners are great, to be honest with you, but I think custom tune is more up your alley if you're looking for the most horsepower out of your current setup. Now, if you are just someone who's looking for a basic tune that works well with everyday driving and you get that power, maybe not the most perfect tune, but it works good enough, OTS is the way to go. Look, I'm out here building this car and I'm doing everything I can and bringing you guys the content to show you what these tunes are all about, and I'm running the OTS Stage 2 map. I've actually been running it for a while because I just felt like the car responded the best to it. Now, maybe it doesn't show the best, the timing isn't the best, it doesn't put out the most power, it's not necessarily set up for every modification I have on this car, but it just overall feels like the car drives the best. A little bit cleaner, a little more effortless, and I also feel like it's not trying to push too much boost. Now let's talk a little bit about the custom tunes that I had and why maybe the car was responding the way it was on those tunes. Likely due to fueling. I actually have a Dorch Stage 1 high pressure fuel pump at home. We're gonna do a video on all that. When we were tuning the car and increasing boost, we had multiple issues with fuel pressure dipping in the rail and the fuel pump kind of like shitting the bed on us. So that's kind of to be expected, you guys. If you're gonna be pushing the car to past its limits, higher boost, more power, you have to upgrade your fueling. That is one cog in the entire wheel that is very important. Fueling, fueling, fueling. More important than like the boost itself. So we were trying to do all of this stuff, all of this work to this car with stock fueling, and that really limits you in the N55. Kind of just hit a point where I'm probably pushing a little too much boost, and honestly, I wanted to bring you guys the content of these custom tunes to kind of just share my experience with you guys. But I felt like it was important to make this video because everyone was asking me like, so which one's better? Are you running the F80 Paul or the Kerry Jordan? Well, I think both are really good. It just depends on whose system and preference you want to work with. There's people who just prefer to work with certain tuners. That's just how it is. And they just like the way that that person works, and so they continue to work with that person. If you're not looking to go like with a bigger turbo and more fueling and just crazy horsepower and really push the limits of your car, dude, just do an off-the-shelf map. Off-the-shelf, stage 2, you're good. Do all your simple bolt-ons. Like right now, dude, this car drives reliably, perfectly, has good power, feels really good, responds really well, and I have zero issues with it. I just feel like the OTS maps are the way to go, and they're really simple, and Boot Mode has done a good job of tuning enough of these cars that they kind of know that these OTS maps are going to respond pretty well with the majority of people. So that's where we're at. I'm running the OTS map. I just want to be very clear, you guys, I'm not trying to throw any shade on custom tunes. They definitely have their place, and I inevitably will go to a custom tune because we are doing meth, we're doing the turbo, we're doing the fueling. I'm gonna have to run a custom tune. I can't run an OTS map with all of those things. So inevitably, at some point, we will be doing a custom tune, and I'll keep you guys posted on who we end up going with. I don't know if it's gonna be F80 Paul. I don't know if it's gonna be Kerry Jordan. It might be someone else entirely. So anyways, guys, that's the setup. That's what we're doing right now. It's perfect, man. If you're just looking for like good daily drivable power, and you're not just trying to like push the horsepower limits, dude, just do a stage 2 or a stage 1 OTS map and just enjoy the car. Just enjoy the car, do your bolt-ons and have fun with it. But if you're trying to take it to the next level, then yeah, of course, man, go for a custom tune. Then you can really get in there and fine tune the details in the tune and make it work well with your car. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching the video. Please do subscribe, comment down below, like this video, hit that bell notification. And just like that, this video is over and we're out. Peace.